Everyone, my name is Marikuma. I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where I do card readings. So, like much how people do tarot and oracle decks, I don't have those decks, so I have playing cards and I read from them. I read your palms. The lines in your hands tell me about your personality, jobs, and all that. Okay, past, present, and future. I read your hands. And I do counseling with advice. I also post a lot of videos about our mind, body, and soul, how to handle physical and mental, emotional disabilities, how to get our spirit right, some witchy stuff, charms, mainly jars and candles, and a bit of just the basics. But we do witchy things here, so spiritual, metaphysical, and just enjoying ourselves and learning to embrace ourselves, as well as I do information for glaucoma, which is an eye disease that can be very hard to deal with. So that being said, I am going to be talking about part 2 for Pisces 2025 year reading, okay? All right. So Pisces, we tackled friendship in part 1, but I didn't finish the whole thing. Here's the thing. The thing is that because of miscommunication and misunderstanding, that causes people to be very unreliable and take unnecessary risks. And it makes you feel like you've been mistreated. You don't have anyone that you can trust, and you feel robbed. So if organization and moving quickly is your thing, you want your friend to be 1, organized, 2, they can communicate with you, and you can communicate with them. You can also have someone that you trust, someone that is loyal, somebody that is honest, as well as somebody that doesn't make you feel like you have to, here's the thing, it's okay to be the fun friend, okay? It's fine. It's great to have a friend that pushes you out of your comfort zone and makes you experience things. But it can be a bad thing because if you go over there and take unnecessary risk, you're not very reliable, then you can't be dependable. You know what I mean? Like, have fun. There's time to have fun and there's a time to be serious. You can't be fun all the time. You have to be able to be like, okay, I need to get things done. I need to work on that. I need to do this, that, and the third, or whatever. And I can't go around and try to be the carefree, unreliable friends. Those friends don't stick around, you know what I mean? They don't last forever. They're just there for a good time and they leave you high and dry when things get real. And that can cause a lot of problems. A friend, okay? My definition of a friend is that your BS is my BS and my BS is your BS and we always have each other's back, okay? Like, if you need something, I will help you. If you're doing something that is wrong, I will correct you. I will pull you aside. I'll be like, look, because you're my friend and because I care about you, you can't be doing this. This is not the way to do things, okay? Because if you do this, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to have these kinds of consequences, you know. I'm just looking out for you. I'm looking out for myself. I'm looking out for both of us, okay? Because I don't want to see you get hurt. At the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do, bro. But at least you got warned. You know, at least I let you know this path is not the path for you. You can't be having some fake people, bro. And I know, fake people, Mary. Fake people, Nyx, are everywhere. Yeah, I know they're everywhere, baby. I do. But we're not about to go over there and be entertaining some people that are fake. We're not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. If I'm not going to put up with it, neither should you. You know what I mean? And I know that sounds really silly, but if you, here's the thing. If you don't know you have a good friend or a bad friend, ask yourself this, because I do this with myself. I'm like, okay, like this morning, okay? This morning, I went on Instagram. I went onto some of the newses and things of that nature. I have my family all around, okay? So I have some of them in the States, I have some of them in Africa, I have some of them in Canada and in Europe and things of that nature. So I was looking up on the States news and people and what's. I had no business. Like, here's the thing. I wanted to know, but I forgot how stressful the news can be, and that there's a lot of pandemonium going all around the world. Okay? It's not just one country. It's the whole continent. It's the whole planet Earth is going down in some madness, bro. In some madness. And it stressed the bejesus out of me. What does this have to do with my reading, right? What does this have to do with communication and unreliability and truthfulness? What it has to do is that if you go over there and you hang out with bad people, or you go somewhere that stresses you out, you're going to be like me in the morning. You're going to be overwhelmed, have anxiety all over you, and be stressed out and worried because I'm not always with my family from one part to the other. Like, for example, I'm not in the States, okay? But I go from the States to Africa to Canada to whatever. I travel. So I shouldn't say I'm not in the States. Technically, in heart and being, I am. But I'm not, like, close to my family there. I'm not nearby for them to, like, come to me for help. So what I can do is very limited, and it stresses me out. Also needed to vent that out. Anyways, yeah, the real reason why that story was brought up was just to air it out. Now it's out there. You're welcome. No, not like that. But the thing is that if you hang out with people that stress you out, you're going to have your energy sucked. You're going to be around people that make you feel exhausted and drained. And like I was saying before, I rambled on to something else. I know I do that a lot. So y'all are the more videos you guys watch, the more you're going to understand that we don't go from A, B, C. Okay, there's never the straight and narrow for me. There's always these like cross paths and double sides, and we'll get everything done that we need, but we're going to take the scenic route, the alternate route, not the A, B, 1, 2. It's never straight. It's never straight. I don't know why, but it's not. So, all right. Anyways, if you want to know if you have a good friend, right? You want to know that if you have good people. Ask yourself if your family or your friend was with somebody like the person you're dealing with. And if they came up to you and they said, well, this person does this and this person's like that, and they never listened to me, and I caught them stealing and they're very two-faced, you would say not to be with them, right? So if you would tell somebody else not to do it, then that means you shouldn't do it either. But I do this with myself and it helps. I'll be like, okay, as y'all know, there's 5 of us, okay? I'm the second oldest, but I'm the oldest on my mom. I'm the second oldest on my dad. And if my siblings or my friends or my, like, y'all come to me for advice and be like, well, and I go, would it be me saying yes to this or no to this? If it's no, then it's no for me too. Like, if I'm not going to do it, no one should do it. And if I would do it, then maybe it may be for you, you know, but you shouldn't be around toxic people. Be around people that you can trust, that raise you up and that lift you. A good friend is somebody that always has your back, that is there for you in the good times as well as the bad. And they lift you and they support you through and through. Okay? The laughing birds passed. One of these days, I'm going to do these things outside so y'all can see the laughing birds. It's like the Kingston something. Howlers or whatever, but it's really pretty birds. Okay, we're going to talk about your spiritual, honey. We are going to talk about spiritual. Your spiritual. I just want to make sure I got the right one. Like, if there's... I don't know, man. Every once in a while, I got to check my card decks because, yeah, I got it. Okay, bet. So your spiritual is leadership and exploration. This means I'm taking charge of my life and I'm trying new things, okay? I'm either going to go on a trip, I'm going to wear new things that I want, I'm going to do new stuff. So, firstly, take charge of your life, Pisces. Take charge of your life. Make sure that you're around people that support you. Loss of position, job, and money is why you're having leadership and exploration. Okay? It's going to help. Ooh. I know y'all heard me say, ooh, I hate the Six of Hearts. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate it, all right? It's not my least favorite. It's just, it represents the past, okay? And a lot of times when we have new things, we always bring the past. Nostalgia, childhood, and old friends is what this card is, but it represents the past. Jesus. All right, what's the outcome? Come on. Girl, y'all about to be working on your mental health. Let's go. Moving on and getting into a better place mentally. So, let's get into it. Let me have a watermelon first. You know what? Because you had the Five of Diamonds for family, or it was not for friends. I know that. It was either family, love, or finance. I think it was family. I know it's on part one, but I'm looking at it now, and I think because it was for jobs. Yes, it was for your job. You guys are going to be finding something that works for you. No, it's job or finance. I'm sorry. I'm going to confuse you guys. But yeah, it was something like you need to find a job that you can do, that pays you enough, that you enjoy doing, that works for your schedule. So loss of job, position, money, and things of that nature just means you're getting out of old stuff. You may be going back to things that you used to like, okay? Like, for example, y'all gonna laugh at me. When I was 5, I wanted to be a witch, okay? Got older. When I was 15, I wanted to be an MMA fighter. I wanted to be a mixed martial artist, lightweight, heavy fighter. Like, I wanted to be in the MMA so bad. I trained, I practiced, okay? Well, let's skip it 10 years later, right? I'm 25. I think that I'm just going to be a nurse for the rest of my life. My MMA never really picked up, you know what I mean? And with my eyes being the way that they are, I guess that worked for the better. Okay. So from 5, I wanted to be a witch. 15, I wanted to be an MMA fighter. And at 25, I thought I would be a nurse, right? Just be a nurse and a healthcare worker for the rest of my life. Now, I'm 27 and I make my own business. But I do a little bit of all of them, okay? Now, the 5-year-old may be very happy because I am a witch and I do witchy stuff, okay? I know it sounds silly, but I'm more of like a metaphysical, spiritual person, okay? And I like doing cards. I like reading palms. I like making charms. I like doing candle magic. I like doing the basics, you know, like I like exploring and experiencing new energies and new stuff. And when I say new energies, I mean like connecting with the moon or the sun or with earth, which I haven't done in a while. But like, I like doing witchy stuff. I like doing metaphysical, spiritual stuff. I like it. And I have a job that ties into that. Now, for the 15-year-old me, right? Because I also wanted to be an animator. I wanted to be able to help people. I also wanted to be able to be in fights. You know, like I always wanted to be in the ring. And though I'm not kicking butt and fighting anybody, We also do stretches. We're going to be doing meditations. We're going to be doing yoga. We're going to be doing Tai Chi. And Tai Chi is a really good form of sports. It's a good exercise. And I know that it's not Kung Fu. Okay, I know it's not a style of fighting, though it can be. I feel like it's a slow motion of fighting, but being able to like exercise your mind, your body, your soul, and your heart is a workout for all of you, okay? So yeah, I kind of combined a little bit of everything to do what I want. My point is that if you feel like your life is falling apart, maybe it's not falling apart, but falling together, okay? And with the past being your solution, I think you're going to go back to things that give you peace of mind, that you have a passion for, okay? Just like I have a passion for magic and being spiritual and connecting and doing this, all of this, right? You may have something that you have a passion for and you can try it. I don't think it's running from the past. The way that I see it is that you're losing position, job, money, and things. So you're losing stuff. You're going back to the past, but you're going back to past interests. Like, I'm used to do this. This is what used to bring me joy. So I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to make it, instead of a hobby, I'm going to go look for a job that does nursing or printing or being an engineer or whatever. Like, you're going to bring back the things that you used to enjoy doing and try to make it into a job. If you can do your hobbies and get paid for it as a job, you have a good thing going for you because you're doing something that you love, that has your heart into it. So you're doing it with a warm, open heart. You're not going over there being like, oh my God, I gotta go to work. I gotta deal with these people. I gotta deal with customers. Oh, listen, I've worked at restaurants. And I've done resale, bro. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, bro. Because the customers, listen here, not all the customers are bad, right? Not all of them. But some of them. Some of them be trifling. All right. They be absolutely out of this world. Like, you just woke up in the morning to go to the store or to the restaurant and decided to be a butt. Like, you put effort into just being a really rude person to somebody just trying to do their job. I feel your pain. You want to beat them, but you can't because you're working and you don't want to get fired and go to jail. I feel you. Anyways, but also for your spiritual, right? Like, taking charge of your life, obviously. Doing new things is great. But getting into a better place mentally, moving on. Let go. Like, okay, here's the thing. Let me light my rosemary really quick. Oh, no. Actually, I'm going to light my mint. Hold on. All right. So, like I was saying, right? When you feel like things are falling apart, they're falling together. When I decided to do Marikuma healing, okay, I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost my job. I had really bad eyesight. My sight is like staying where it is right now. I lost my partner. I lost everything. Like, I mean everything. I was just on my own, okay? And I had to live with my mom and my dad, which I didn't want because, like, I'm a 20-something-year-old lady, okay? At this point in time, I should be married, have kids, my life should be together, blah, 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 blah. Long story short. Those are the laughing birds. Anyways, they bring me so much joy. They bring me so much joy. Anyways, like I was saying, I lost everything, right? I had to restart again. Some of y'all are going through this. This is why I'm telling you. Some of y'all are going through this right now. Some of y'all have been trying to hold on to something that's not meant for you to hold on to. I tried to hold on to my nursing job. I tried to hold on to living on my own, knowing that my site is going and that I need somebody or something. Like, I need to be able to have time to take care of myself, but I didn't have any time because I was working these 24/7 hours, 365. And I do mean I lived, eat, and worked at work. I did like private care. Okay, so I'm at people's homes and I'm taking care of loved ones and everything, but I'm there all day long. I do not go home. I do not see my family, and that is fine. But it can be really bad for your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, especially with somebody who's visually impaired. It's not easy. So when I got everything taken out, it made me be like, okay, these things had their time. Now I don't need them anymore. Now I need to focus on myself, get myself healthy, and try to figure something that works for me. And I always wanted to have my own business, for like a few years. And then like 2023 happened and I kind of got myself together. And then 2024, I started Marikuma Healing. And it's great. But my thing is that just because you're losing things right now does not mean that you're not going to have anything. You're just making room for new stuff, okay? Go back to your passion. Go back to enjoying things. If you liked drawing, then you can work at a shop that draws. If you like animals, you can be a vet. You can be someone that works in the shelters. You can be with somebody that trains animals privately or unprivate. You can do a lot of things, but you have to follow what you like. Do they pay you enough? Does it work with your schedule? Are they really far away? If it's really far away, you got to make sure that you're thinking about car, transportations, and things of that nature. Go for things that make your heart happy, is what I'm saying. Don't just go over there, work at a corporate office if corporate isn't your thing. I'm sorry, I'm not a corporate person. I don't like it. I don't like being stuck in a small space, having to have somebody lean over and breathe down my neck, giving me endless paperwork. I have to, listen, if any job I have to do, it has got to be hands-on. I am an active person. I have to move. I have to move, bro. I can do construction. Okay, I can build houses. I can do painting. I can do gardening. Like anything with my hands, like being more hands-on, being like engaged, I'm for it. I'm a fast learner. Give me like a week or two, I got you. I got it locked down. But I am not going to be stuck behind an office. I got to be free, guys. I got to be free. I don't want to be contained. Some of y'all are okay with it. Some of y'all like the organization. I guess that's the thing for me. Like, as a Virgo, I'm supposed to be neat, right? I'm an excellent planner. I can plan. I can come up with things. But organization was never my strong suit. I'm somebody that kind of thrives when the madness, there's a method to the madness and the madness has a method. Yeah, I'm that. I like things spread around. I like things kind of at a certain tempo and rhythm and beat. I can't do organization and structure. I don't know. I guess that's just how I was born. Anyways, for your spiritual, just to summarize it, okay? Because I know we got other stuff to read. Basically, honey, you're losing old stuff to get new things. Because hear me out. Leadership and exploration is what your spiritual is, okay? What your spiritual outlook is going to be is you taking control of your life, trying new stuff, either going on a trip, trying to be your own boss, things of that nature, okay? I'm going to tell you guys as somebody who has her own business. It takes time, and you got to be persistent. You got to be persistent when you start this business, baby. You got to be like boom, boom, boom. You got to be persistent. You have to be steady and continual, and you got to keep going, okay? Now, if you ever, a Pisces, for y'all have been like, should I open my own business? Because maybe I could be my own boss, and that's going to be kind of cool. Yes. Yes. But depending on where you're at, okay? Like being online really helps me out. But I'm working on, hopefully this year, we will have a podcast, Dark Minds and Butterflies, where we talk about all sorts of things. Like all topics will be on Dark Mind and Butterflies. The good, the bad, the gray, the whatever. Okay. Conspiracy theories, all of them will be on that podcast. And you guys can be guests. This is why I want you guys to follow and subscribe so we can get 50 subscribers. My goal is to get 1,000 by June. I hope to have 1,000 subscribers by June. And that way I can have you guys as guests on my podcast and things of that nature. Also, by the end of this year, towards the end of this year, we shall hopefully have a website. So y'all can go ahead and order your readings or get other stuff that I may be offering, because who knows, maybe I'll be selling in some charms. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do like a charm getaway and try to figure out how to do that. Like money jar, protection jar, love jars. I don't do love for other people, but I can do self-love. Okay? I feel like if it's a really big thing, like it's like an emergency 911 kind of thing, I may help out with the love spells. I may. But I try not to touch them so much. I try to go into like other things, like not that, because I'm scared to death that I'll end up making it, instead of a love, a lust. Sometimes the things I try to create don't go the way that I thought they would. They just kind of take a life of their own. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, now we know. Now we know what to do when we want that. Cool. Let's try it again. I like to joke, guys. I like to be silly. But yeah, make sure that you focus on your mental health, honey. Make sure you let go of things that are tying you down, holding you back. Just let that go. It's not worth it, okay? And you may have to change the way that you see stuff. It could be that you're not losing jobs and all that, but you could just be losing people that are no longer meant to be with you. Okay. That is your spiritual. Now we're going to go for, oh, Jesus. We're going to go for your January, February, and March, okay? So January and last month and March, which is this month we're on right now, is all about juggling resource. I'm sorry, wrong card. Hold on. Carrying burdens, responsibility, and debt. This is the card of stress out. Okay? And y'all, I love you guys. All right? Don't think that I'm out here being a butt or whatever. Y'all get the 10 of clovers a lot. Okay? I've done it for your general reading. I've done it for a love reading. And a lot of times, that 10 of clovers, girl, it pops up. And I'm like, who's out here stressing Pisces out? Because they need to stop, okay? Y'all need to leave Pisces alone. Pisces is so sweet. You guys are the sweetest, okay? Y'all who are born like around February the 20th to like March 19th or 20th, y'all are the sweetest, okay? I know quite a few of y'all, and y'all are always nice. But you're not somebody that you should flip around and find out. You know what I mean? Like the nicest people, for whatever reason, like us nice people, bro, we have that darkness. We have that like very strong wrath that we try really hard not to come out. People be trying you, Pisces. People be trying you. And they need to stop. All right, so what is the cause of this stress? I'm going to try to shuffle it up again. Oh, no. My cards. Well, flight out. A flight out. Nostalgia, childhood, and old friends. So the past. Okay. For your spiritual, you can use it for a good thing, so long as you're not like living in the past. But okay. Unreliability and taking risk. Y'all have had this thing pop up 5 times. You had it pop up here. You had it pop up here. You had it pop up, girl, I think here. And now here. So that's like four or so times with us. This has been, y'all got to make sure about these unreliable people. If they're unreliable, if they're very impulsive and they're not somebody that you can depend on and have like genuine fun, like there's a time to be fun, bro, and then there's a time to be serious. If y'all are with these immature people, something's gotta stop. Something's gotta stop, bro. Strong, oh Jesus. Strong belief, defense, and conviction is what's gonna help you guys out. And this is actually really suitable because, like, again, okay, your whole theme for this year, Pisces, moon, sun, rising, wherever it may be on your chart, maybe you're just a Pisces, or maybe this reading really resonates with you, okay? For y'all, standing up for what you believe in and fighting for it. So rebelling and fighting for a cause is your whole thing. You're going to learn to be like, what do I want? How do I want it? And who do I want to be with? Like, who are my people? Who is my tribe? Okay? You guys see me do this whole thing about vibe with my tribe. And what I mean is that whatever you put out into the world, and I know y'all hear this all the time, some hippie dippy baloney, but it's real. Whatever I put out, energy-wise, vibrational, frequency, whatever, I'm going to receive it back. So if I'm going out there surrounding myself with ugly people that are nasty and mean, negative, drama, gossiping, two-faced, then I'm going to be absorbing that energy and it's going to affect me. I'm also going to be attracting more of that. So if they're not reliable, if they're going over there against what you believe in and they're not treating you right, drop them. Drop them. Let them go. Like Elsa did in Frozen. Let it go. Okay? Because nobody got time for that. Now I'm going to... Independence and self-reliance. Okay? Now this card is for your past. Okay? So why are we having nostalgia, childhood, and old friends? Because of independence and self-reliance. So standing on your own, trying to make your own stuff, which is steady because you're going in for your spiritual, right? I gotta get my cards set up. I have been reading for about 3 years now with these cards. It's crazy. All right. Anyways, nostalgia, childhood, and old friends for your spiritual is used for you to go back to doing things that make you happy. Nostalgia is like the good times, the good old days, okay? Back in my time, which I am kind of embracing that that's how old I am, where I can be like, back in my time, we had this, and we didn't have them fancy doop-bop freaking goobers that y'all have right now. We had to stay out all day. We drank water from the hose and we lived life in the wild. Yes, that is who I am now. All right, what's going to help you with this independence? Moving on and getting into a better place mentally. Again, we're tackling the past. Okay? What is the outcome? Because the nostalgia, childhood, and old friends is what's causing you guys to be very stressed. And I think it's just that old habit. Endurance, diligence, and strength. So time, energy, and effort. Okay. let's get into it. Here's the thing. I'm going to say it, but I want y'all to understand I'm saying it as nice as I can. All right? I'm not trying to be like an asshole all up in y'all's grill and be a dick. I ain't about to do that. So January, February, March is all about the theme that you guys are going to be seeing is carrying brings responsibility and debt. That means that you guys are carrying a lot. You're carrying work, you're carrying school, you're carrying family, you're carrying community, you're carrying this and you're carrying that. And you're stretched out this way and that way and that way and this. And it's overwhelming. You're carrying a lot of burdens. That means responsibility, okay? And debt. So maybe some of y'all need to also learn how to save your money, because great wealth and inheritance is also popped up. Y'all are learning to save your money, and you're also learning to protect your peace of mind. Because, okay, and hear me, due to the nostalgia, childhood, and old friends, which has popped up twice. This is for your spiritual, what's going to help you, going back to things that make you happy, letting go of things that make you sad. Now, at some point in time, baby, you're going to have to work through the pain, okay? You need to get a good cry, a good scream, a shout, a good let it all out. You got to just kind of go somewhere quiet, clear your thoughts, feel what you need to feel, do so. But you cannot be holding on to the negativity of the past. Firstly, the past is to teach us. It's to teach us. It is to teach us lessons. You are not your past. You are not the little you that had trauma and problems. You're not the little you that had all this hope and dreams and everything was whimsical and magical. You're not the past version of yourself. You are the version of the now, okay? Just like all my mistakes of my past does not define me. I'm not that person anymore. I feel sorry for people who still think that I'm the same person I used to be. And I'm like, look, RIP to me, bro, because I'm not that woman anymore. I'm really not. Like, yeah, I made mistakes, but we're always making mistakes and we learn from our mistakes and we're growing. So listen, the past is to teach you. Do not try to relive the past, because you're trying to relive the past and you're getting all the good and the bad stuff of the past. You're going to give yourself just going to wreck yourself, baby. You're going to get yourself too much stress. You're going to be overwhelmed and you're just going to be exhausted. Go do things that make you happy. If it's going back to an old hobby, great. If you're just going to go over there and try to relive the good times of your past, try not to live in it, okay? Like, for example, I like enjoying things that bring me back to this time. I like going and having Middle Eastern food, because when I was a kid, we used to go to this place called Drewby's. And Drewby's had like Middle Eastern food and like classic Sudanese, Nigerian, Middle Eastern music, news. There's like shram and baklava and tea. And they had the most beautiful things in their store. And there's singing, and it always brings me joy. So when I listen to like classic Arabic music, yeah, or Middle Eastern music, or like old school Nigerian rock, or like Sudanese, right? I go back in time to when I was little, and I really enjoy it, okay? Because it makes me think about my grandfather and all that. But I can't just go over there, try to relive everything and pretend that I'm that person. I'm not. I'm not the younger version of myself. Though I look incredibly great. Thank you. I'm not her. So just be careful. Y'all enjoy the past, but y'all don't live in it. And don't try to go over there and... I'm trying, man. I'm trying to explain. The past is good. Understand it was to teach you. Because in this world, you're going to go through the same thing again, okay? So Go back to your hobbies that made you happy, that bring you peace of mind. Because not only did this pop up once, it popped up twice. You got to focus on your mental health. Your mental health is important. If they're stressing you out, if they're trying to like control you or whatever, they are not for you. Move on. Let go of the nasties. Keep moving forward. Understand that you're learning, baby. You are learning. You don't got to do everything all perfect and what. Nobody got time for that. Okay? Nobody got time for that. Now, what will help you out is independence and self-reliance. Have confidence in yourself, Pisces. Have confidence in yourself. Now, it is always important to stand on your own and do things by yourself. That's great. But remember, every independent queen, king, and royal in between needs somebody that can help them. Teamwork is going to be something that you also need to put in mind. Believe in yourself because you're a badass and you totally got this. But also don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? Again, your mental health is very important. Make sure that if it jeopardizes your peace of mind, it is not worth your time. If I have to feel small for you to feel tall, if I have to walk on eggshells and I can't say anything, it's not me. It's not worth our time. We're not going to do it. And you know what? I want y'all to also remember, it's okay to be somebody's bad guy. It is okay to be somebody's bad guy because you're going to be somebody's villain in someone's story. I know I'm either like the saint or the villain in some people's story. No matter if it was the past, present, or probably preceding future version of myself. Okay? So don't be dealing with these mother freaking peasants. We are not going to put up with that. We're not putting up with that. Put your energy, time, and effort to learn from your past. Focus on your mental health and understand that you got this. You can do it, okay? Now, unreliability and taking risk. I am going to pull out on this, okay? Because I just want to know where. Like, where is this coming from? And why? So what's the cause? Like, how is unreliability and taking risk going to help? Recuperation and recovery. Taking things slow. Oh, I get it now. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that, bro. I was thinking about it when I was pulling out your spiritual. Because I was like, when I lost everything, bro, I had to learn that I can't muscle my way through. Okay, I had to learn to sit down and really get myself organized and neat. And be open and honest and be like, yo, there's some things that you have been neglecting that you need to start focusing on right now. So I think that's why you have recuperation recovery. Because Pisces, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm always honest when I'm doing these readings because if I'm lying, I'm not helping anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not always going to give you guys rainbow unicorns and leprechaun leaps. And I kind of took that off of Rich Loop, bro, because like, I love his style of reading, but I also think he's like a groovy dude, bro. Like, the dude is the coolest. Super chill, amazing. Okay, just amazing. I love his work. But yeah, recuperation recovery, bro. Y'all cannot push, okay? If you're carrying a lot of responsibilities and debt and you're going back to bad habits of the past, let that go. Have confidence in yourself. Focus on your mental health and ask for help if you need it, okay? Put time, energy, and effort on yourself and make sure that you are not overwhelming yourself with things that you can ask people to help you out with, okay? To help you out with that, you need unreliability and taking risks. You cannot push through. If you guys have an urge of just like completely ignoring everything, shutting it all down, and just doing it, that's not going to help you. You need to stop, take a few steps back, and look at it. Recuperation and recovery is all about taking it easy. So when I had to go over there and try to figure out what I want for myself, I had to sit down and be like, okay, I have glaucoma. I have no peripheral vision. I'm visually impaired and I need to focus on my health. When I was working, doing all this stuff, I completely ignored my health. I completely ignored my mental, my emotional, my physical, my spiritual health. I completely ignored it. I bulldozed through everything and I almost got myself killed, okay? Because I was blocking out everything. I love my family and everything, but I didn't love myself. And until I learned to love myself and have confidence in myself and really work, like do the inner work, it was not going to get any easier. So what's going to help you guys out with that? Y'all gonna think I'm being a nag, but you're gonna remember me that I told y'all. Y'all gotta sit back and relax. Competition and disagreement. Let's get into it. You can use competition to lift yourself up. I have a watermelon. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ah. Okay. Basically, okay, let's get into it. I know I said that before. My mind, like, it's like 25 tabs at the same time, and there's always music playing, and I know I took that off of somebody, but it's true. It's just like I have a lot in my head, so I have to try to like get it all organized and all that. So sometimes I jump from here, go somewhere else, and come back to that. But you guys have seen my reading, so y'all already know. Anywho, let's get this party started. Competition and disagreement, right? Do not compete with people who are not competing with you. Some of y'all are going to look at me and be like, duh. Why would anybody compete with somebody if they're not competing too? We're not dumb. I'm not saying that you're dumb. I'm saying that you may be competing with people and not realizing that you're competing with them and that they're not competing with you because they don't know they're in a competition. I've done it. I'm speaking from experience. Like, I've done it before, okay? So you can't just go over there and be like, okay, for example, y'all know I got my siblings. One sibling is married. One of them is engaged. The other one is doing really good in their job. And the other one is playing sports. And then there's me, okay? And the one who's getting engaged has amazing children. And she is doing great. She has like her cat, which is super cool, and her beautiful children, which are 2. I know I'm lucky. And it's just like, those are things that I want for myself, you know? And I didn't know that, like, okay, this is like 2 years back. I didn't know that I was unknowingly competing with my sister. And bless her heart, I truly mean it. She's an amazing woman. She's one of my biggest role models, okay? Like, she is one of those people that I put in such a high pedestal that, like, I have, like, such high admiration, and I really appreciate her. Anyways, the thing is that you can't, like, the things that you want, right? Like, I want to get married. I want to have children. I want to adopt. And I want to be able to have, like, my business in a building. Like, I want to actually see everybody face to face and be like, hi, welcome to Marikuma Healing. What can I do for you? I don't sound like that. I might. I get, like, I sound like Mickey Mouse because I'm so excited. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, yay. But, those are things that I want, right? But I can't have those things. I'm not ready for that. I talked to my mom like 2 years back about it, and she's like, Mary, I love you, but I want you to understand, everybody's on a different level, okay? Your level, your path that the universe or God put you in is different from what he put you, or they put you, or whoever put your siblings, okay? You're not at the level that your sister is. Your sister is ready for this. She is She is ready for that door to open. She's ready for it. You're not there. I want you to ask yourself, if you got what you wanted, would you be ready? If you had children right now, would you be able to take care of those children? If you got married right now, would you be ready for marriage? Are you even like, I know that's something that you want, but are you ready? Are you emotionally ready to have that? And I thought about it and I'm like, no. She's like, see? Your door hasn't opened yet. You're trying to kick down a door that is not open for you because you have something else. It will come when the time is ready. You're out here competing with somebody on level 200 and you're only 150, bro. You can't go any higher than 150 until you level up. So competition can help you. You can make it into a fun game. You can compete with yourself and be like, okay, this month, we're going to focus on our mental health. I'm going to pick up little habits and I'm going to do it for a month. And that way you can have it as not like a system, but like a routine. Okay. Like it took me a while to get to where I'm at right now. I know, like, I think I'm a lot better with like expressing my feelings and talking about it and whatever, because I wasn't like that when, like, a few years back, if y'all told me that I'm expressing myself and I'm talking about when I'm sad and when I'm angry, I'd have been like, I don't do that. That is so lame. No, it's good. You need to be able to be comfortable in your own skin and your own emotions. You can't just go over there and bottle up things inside. That's not healthy. That is not healthy. Don't do that. That is bad, okay? Like, bro, don't do it. It's a no. And that's how it can cause arguments too. If you're competing with somebody who's not competing with you, it can cause fights. So make sure that you set these little goals. Start small. You don't have to go for the biggest and the baddest. Just go for something small and then compete with yourself or have somebody else compete with you and be like, hey, I know that we both need to do this, so how about we make it into a game? You make it fun and you can do all that stuff, okay? Now, lots of job, money, position, and things. You're getting out of old stuff. Old stuff that is not working for you, bye. Bye. We don't need it. New things are coming in. You're going to have to work on yourself a little bit so that way you can embrace it, okay? Now, strong belief, defense, and conviction is your outcome for January, February, and March. You're going to learn how to have strong belief. Strong belief is not religious. I'm going to say it again. Strong belief is not religious. I know somebody out there going to hear this and look at me like saying, come on now. What do you mean? You have to have strong belief in faith, right? You have to be able to take a leap of faith, which means you have to have a strong belief and confidence that this is going to work out, that there's somebody above us, the higher powers may be, the gods, the goddesses, the divine entities and spirits that watch over us and protect us from heaven knows what. They have to have strong belief. No. Yes and no. Like, yeah, you have a point. But mainly, it's your core strength, your character, your morals. That's your strong belief. Because without morals, without character, without like something that can resonate with you on whatever your faith is, like for me, okay? I was raised in a Christian family. I loved going to church, and I also taught Sunday school. I did it voluntarily. I wasn't getting paid for Sunday school, okay? I don't think I'd have taken the money. I just like hanging, like kids are cool. I like hanging out with them. They're honest. And I think if I didn't do my own business, I would probably be a teacher. But these children of today be trifling, bro. So I don't know if I have the temperance like the teachers like of the now, like the teachers here doing their stuff. Y'all don't get paid enough for all the stuff that y'all go through, and y'all do a really good job. So if y'all are teachers, Pisces, you're kicking ass, okay? You're doing a really good job. And don't ever think that you're not, because teaching children and teaching adults or teaching anybody is not easy. It has its moments, okay? It has its moments where you're just like, okay. So enough silliness. I like to be silly. I know I say that all through the video, but like, it keeps things light, okay? So, anyways, yeah. So, strong belief is just core strength, your morals, your character, okay? For example, as a lot of you guys know, I am super open-minded and really good at just embracing people, okay? I'm really not a judgy type. I don't care if you believe this or your political view that or whatever. All I care about is your personality and your character, okay? Like, are you a good person or are you just a person that's a butt? And if you're a person that's a butt, why are we here? Okay, I have to do Rosemary. Because my phone, I don't know, man. When I smudge clean it or whatever, it starts working right. So I don't know if Mercury's in retrograde or what. Because sometimes the retrogrades, I feel like if it's a retrograde, it messes with the technology. Like, there's energies that funk with technology, bro. Like, it gets freezy, what. But yeah, like for me, okay, I'm really good. I'm not godly, I'm not Mother Teresa or anything like that. But I'm very accepting, very loving, and very, like, chill. Like, as long as you're not abusing people, children, and animals, we'll get along just fine. You're this? Cool. You believe in that? Great. You voted for this one? All right. I don't really judge. I'm just not a judgy type. I judge your heart. So some of y'all may be very strong in structure and responsibility. Some of y'all prefer to have more carefree, free-spirited, whatever that you think or feel, like your character, okay, who you are, who Pisces is the hardest question you're going to ever ask yourself, who you are. Because you're going to say your name, and you're going to say, well, I'm Nyx, right? I do metaphysical healing. And that's what I do. That's not who I am. I am not Marikuma healing. Marikuma healing is me, but I'm not the other way around, you know? So make sure that you go with things that tie to your character and your belief. At the same time, understand that not everybody is going to believe what you believe and see what you see. Some people are going to be like, well, and I've heard this before, so I'm going to say it. I'm going to go to hell because I am being a witch and I don't go over there to church and pray to God. So basically, I'm going to burn for eternity. Okay, cool. Because I don't believe what you believe or see what you see. I don't like your partner. I don't like that you're this person, that you're going with this person and this person, and you go, like, for example, you will go to hell if you like peaches and pears. A pear is supposed to be with a peach, and a peach is supposed to be with a pear. You can't have two pears and you can't have two peaches being together in a relationship, because two peaches and two pears makes no sense. Listen, if this is how it's going to be, then all of us are going down for something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, man. Hell's going to be pretty over. There's going to be a lot of people down there because everybody's damning somebody there. And I'm not saying in a religious way. I'm just saying that people are going to go against you because they don't see what you see. And because you don't do what they do, some of them are going to try to curse you and say nasty things because they have small minds and they can't fathom the fact that we live in a world of duality. We live in a world of duality. Everybody's mixed. Okay, like, nobody looks the same. Everybody around us looks different. Their skin tone, their love life, their religion, the way they view the world, what. And that's just how it is. You don't need to please other people. You just have to understand, like, don't stand your ground, okay? Like, stand up for yourself. Don't take any disrespect. But don't go over there and feel like you're not good enough because somebody said that you're not. Firstly, these are coming from a lot of people who are just so scared to be themselves that when they see you living your truth and being who you are and embracing yourself and loving yourself, they get jealous. So instead of going over there and trying to focus and work on themselves, yeah, they'll go over there and they will try to make you feel bad. So I'm telling you guys this now. Tie into your core strength. Don't feel bad if you can't go over there and be what they want you to be. You're not supposed to be like other people. You're supposed to be yourself. God and the higher power maybe wanted us to be ourselves because clones are just, like, here's the thing. Clones are boring and you're born to be limited edition. Why try to be somebody else that is not you? Like, let's not do that. That's not healthy. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, let's get into April, May, and June. Oh. All right, well, I guess I'll put it in. Empathy is why you're having untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. Actually, okay, yeah, untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. I'm sorry, universe. I'm putting this back. Ah. Stinginess and possessiveness. Okay. So, because of stinginess and possessiveness, you're having untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. So somebody or you are being very dishonest. Not something that is, like, it's just very tar-like. And it's due to possessive and control. So if it's being stingy, it's being greedy. And it's being possessive, is being controlling. So are you having to deal with somebody? Y'all may have, okay, a controlling relationship is what I'm hearing. So you're dealing with somebody who is very possessive. Listen here. You can be stingy and controlling on money, stingy and controlling of people, and stingy and controlling on your stuff, right? But when it comes to trying to control and dictate people, that is not a healthy thing. That is not a healthy thing for anybody. Like, it's not healthy for a woman to be controlling and vindictive. It's not healthy for a guy to be controlling and vindictive. It's not healthy for a person to be that kind of way to another person. Like, if you love me, you accept me for who I am, and you'll help me when I need help, and you'll guide me, but you will not try to control me, because people are not meant to be controlled. We're not. So, nasty. What's gonna help you guys out of this, girl? Girl. Have some fun. One. Oh, don't lose your head. Carrying burdens, responsibility, and debt. This is just what we talked about. Okay, let's get into this. So they're putting a lot of pressure on you. Pisces, you need to get out. Get out of that. April, May, and June is going to teach you who's going to be on your side and who isn't. So next month, which is April. Okay, I'm sorry, May. January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, April. Okay, starting next month, or like now-ish, but I'm sure that it's going to be like in volumes next month. You're going to see who's truthful and who's not truthful. Who is somebody that you can rely on and who is not supposed to be relying on. Because if they're controlling, they're very like, they always have to have the last word. You have to do what they have. Like, you have to do what they say, because if you don't, they're going to go over there and have this, that, and the third. They always cause problems. Let them go. Let them go. Here's the thing. Okay, because I've been in all sorts of relationships. I have been in abusive relationships. I've been in the shelter and what. Okay? I'm not going to give you guys the whole story because that's not relevant. What is relevant is that because I went through some of those things, I can give you guys like good advice on how to handle it so you don't have to go through it too. If you're dealing with a very abusive woman or man or a person, because like here's the thing, abuse is abuse. It doesn't pick a gender, it doesn't pick sexuality, it doesn't pick all these things. It is what it is. If you guys are in a very abusive, toxic relationship, Pisces, get out. Before y'all come to me being like, I'm trying to save enough money to get out, but it's okay. I can hang in there. I have kids. I can't leave them because I have children. Take your children and get out. When you can, talk to somebody, because a lot of abusive people that are controlling other people, they try to isolate you from your friends and your family. Because if you don't have any support and you feel by yourself, it's easier to control and manipulate you. This goes for dealing with narcissists, this goes to dealing with sociopaths and psychopaths and all of that. Anybody with nasty, abusive, toxic behaviors, whether it's family, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, whether it's whatever, you don't need, they want you to believe, okay? They want you to believe that you have no power, but you do. Go talk to a family member, a family that you can trust. Not somebody that talks, when you talk to them, they talk to the person. Go over there and move out. Save your money if you need to. Go to the shelter. If you need like how to get out of domestic or abusive situations, go to the library. The library has all these informations that you can go to. There are local shelters. If you guys decide to go to the shelter, I want you to understand you're having a lot of people in different situations with different types of personalities, all trying to make a better life. So it's going to be like y'all all in the same place, but everybody handles their pain differently. So it may be some good and there may be some bad, but everybody's in the same boat kind of stuff. And they can help you with housing. They can get you into work. Like at the time that I saw it, they had housing, they had like Job Corps where they teach you basics on how to get a job, whether it's through typing, whether to deal with computers, whether it's teaching, and they set up interviews and things and help you get back on your feet. There is rehab and all sorts of stuff that they have, okay? You don't have to be stuck with somebody. You can go to a shelter and get a new start, and you can take your children. Because I want you guys to understand, for y'all who don't have children, you can do this. It's a bit tricky for you guys that do, because your kids will pick up what they're seeing. They'll see that you're getting hurt, or that, like for example, they're seeing mom getting beat. They're seeing dad getting beat. And they were going to be like, that behavior is going to be taken on to the next thing. And they'll ask you, why did you stay in there long? Like, I want y'all to understand, when you're in an abusive situation, you can lose your life. A lot of people die because of domestic abuse. And domestic abuse doesn't always have to be physical. It can be emotional. It can be mental. It can be sexual. It can be all of the above. All right. And it does a lot on you. It messes with your mind. It breaks your heart. And it crushes your spirit and body. Get out. Seriously. I'm speaking as somebody who's been there and done that. And I promise you it's not going to be easy, but your children will not hate you. They'll love you and they'll be there for you. And I also want you guys to understand that it's important for you to start getting make sure that you have all the evidence. Make sure you have text messages, take pictures of your bruises if it's physical, verbal, make sure you're recording them because they need proof. Or else it's going to be a he said, she said thing. And depending on where you're at or who the person knows, because sometimes women and men have a lot of power. And because they're such a big person in the community will choose the person that's abusing you. Believe me, it's happened. It's happened. And it pisses the hell out of me. But if you have proof and evidence, you can be able to set it back. That also means that you need to change everything, Okay, you need to let go of the old stuff and get a new thing going, because you also have to have a restraining order on him, her, or them. And you need to make sure that you have custody over your children, whether you're a single father or a single mother or a single parent. It's okay. It's better for, like, here's the thing. It's better for you to leave that situation now and have life so you can have time with your children and your family that loves you, versus you being there, they get killed, and then they may be the next one in turn to get abused. I want y'all to understand, there are family members that sexually assault their children, that sexually assault their niece, their nephew, their cousins. There are people like that. They will go in, they'll be so friendly, and there are people like that in families. So don't think that they would never, she would never, he would never, they would never. They would. They can. Get out. If they're controlling you, it's nasty and it's toxic. Get out. Get out. If you don't have children, get out. Live with a friend. Save your money. Okay? If you're being cheated on, do not confront the cheater. Do not confront the cheater. The cheater never going to go over there and be like, oh, you caught me. I cheated on you. And I will never cheat on you again. They will cheat. Cheaters always cheat, okay? Listen, she's going to cheat. And you know when they're cheating because they get arrogant. They get so mother freaking arrogant. They talk down to you, looking at themselves. I could have done better than you. I could have done better than this. Where are you going? I got to work late tonight. Girl, they're working, but they're not doing none of their jobs, okay? They're not going over there to their jobs and being like, working that 9 to 5. They working something, but it's not you. I know that sounds mean, but y'all, get out. If it's a toxic relationship, if it's a toxic situation, get out. Get out. You are loved. You will be heard. People will understand. She or he or they, okay, whoever this person is giving you guys stress, leave, because it's better for you to get out of there than staying in a situation that's bad. Empathy and turning inward, y'all are going to shut down. You're going to block out all your pain and you're going to shut down. Okay, it's not good. Here's the thing. I'm going to say it, all right? The thing is that I understand that you have to, sometimes you can't cry, okay? And I understand because, there's a lot of pain sometimes I have. And I just can't cry. I can't let it out. I have to focus on the task at hand. So, yes, I hold on to it. But at some point in time, I allow myself to cry. I allow myself to be angry about the situation. I allow myself to feel what I need to feel, because if I hold it all in, it's going to mess me up. Okay? So I understand that you're trying to get things done, try to get yourself into a better space, but don't just bottle all up inside, because empathy is basically your body shutting down. You no longer playing your avatar. You are on the passenger side and your avatar is now on autopilot. Okay, your body is on autopilot and you on the passenger side. And it's cause for mental health, emotional health, and physical health. Because you're shutting your mind, your heart, and your body. You're not feeling anything. You're not having anything. You're not thinking anything. It doesn't matter. Because you're not allowing yourself to feel that pain. You're not allowing yourself to feel the grief and the anger and the rage and the fierceness that's holding on. You're just bottling it up inside, blocking it all away, and just doing whatever. Don't harbor all that. Get out of the toxic situation. Leave. If it is a family member, go talk to somebody. Tell people what's going on, because you cannot be in there, bro. It's not good for you. I see it being really nasty. Okay? Now, feel what you need to feel, but get your stuff done. If you need to go over there and get things ready, fine. But allow yourself to feel the pain, the anger, the sadness. I know it's hard, but if you hold up inside, you're going to get yourself sick. Okay, girl? Okay. Now, you must have done it because on, what is it? June, July, no. April, May, June, July, August, and September. It's all about encouragement, enjoying fruits of your labor. All this hard work has finally paid off. All the struggle, all the effort is finally paying off. But you also have to remember that you need to encourage yourself. You need to lift yourself up. You need to dust yourself off. Take a deep breath. I got this. Okay, and keep on. So what's the cause of this? Woo! Great wealth and inheritance. Let's go. Remember, this popped up a lot. This is also what you're going to get for your wealth and your finance. So happy. Yes, yes. See, we needed something light after having to discuss about what next month is going to be. Next month, you're going to be seeing people's true colors, baby. But fear not. You have the power. Whoever you may be, a queen, a king, a royal, you got the strength to do this, okay? All right, what's going to help them with this? Please be a 6 of diamonds. Untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. Oh. I guess. I feel like if you're going to be having your great wealth and inheritance, you're going to be letting go of a lot of nasty people. Because remember, we just got done talking about this for April, May, and June. Just so y'all know, I'm not going out there being cute. This is what it was. Untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. Okay? Not being honest. Not saying things for what they are. Being robbed of your time, your energy, and everything else. So when you deal with this, you can get this. Because there's some people, bro, they're blocking your blessing. They are blocking your mother freaking blessing. And they need to stop, okay? They need to stop. Discord, dishonor, and hollow victories. Okay, I'm going to say it. Because of what I read for the next 3 months after March, right? Is so intense. You're going to feel bad. Like, here's the thing. I got out of a narcissistic relationship, okay? I got out of a narcissistic relationship when I was young. And I was a guardian of a child, okay? I had a child that I had to take care of. And they went with their mom, okay? And they left that person that was doing all this abuse at some point in time. And they really started growing. But when I was in there, I stayed as long as I did because I wanted to protect that child from all the abuse that I was going through, okay? And the abuse was really bad. So again, we're not going to go into details of that, but I'm just saying that when I did leave, when I did get out of that situation, it was a bittersweet, okay? It was a hollow victory. Bittersweet means that it's sweet that you don't have to deal with them anymore, but it's bitter because you didn't want it to end the way that it did. I didn't want to leave the child that I was taking care of, that I was protecting, because I was there since they were born. The moment that they came into this world, to the moment that I left, I was there for them every step of the way. I took care of them and I tried. And it really hurt because I'm like, I'm a terrible person. You know, what kind of family member does this to another family member? I should stay in there. And I'm like, if I stay in there any longer, I'm going to go to jail because it just was so bad. you know? And it can be really hard to let go of somebody toxic because you don't want to have somebody else suffer, but you have to let go. Your bittersweet and hollow victory is more like out of guilt. Now, the discord is dysfunctional. If you choose not to leave that situation, whoever your abuser may be, he, she, or they, or whoever, you're going to have a lot of discord, a lot of dysfunction. Discord is unpredictable. I want you guys to think that if you're covered up in tar, right, like black honey, and you had feathers and rocks and stuff attached to you, and you have to pull it out, it's very uncomfortable and it's nasty. That's discord. It's very dysfunctional. It does not have a steady rhythm and a beat. It's just very cathartic, okay? And dishonor, disrespect. You are a human being, honey, all right? And you do not deserve to be treated with nastiness. We are not about to do that. So if you're going to get your great wealth and inheritance for like July, August, and September, you're going to let go of people. I don't care how many people you're going to block, okay? Now, I'm going to also do a video after this about healing. Like I always tell y'all, forgive yourself. Let go of the situation and the anger. Just because you let it go does not mean that you forgive. You don't have to forgive them. You don't have to forgive him. You don't have to forgive her. But you can't be holding on to that anymore because it's blocking you. It's stopping you. Like, here's the thing. If you don't heal and you find a really good lady or a really good guy or a really good partner, all that anger that you have from your past partner is going to come to your new partner. So you have to work through your issues. You got to work through your trauma. You got to work through your pain. You got to work through your sadness. You got to work through the rage. You got to work through all that. Is it easy? No. Is it fun? No. The first 3 steps of healing is going to be the hardest steps you're going to ever have to do. The last 3 steps of healing, okay, that's right, there's 6. The last 3, you're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy those parts, but you got to get through the heavy. Forgive yourself. You came in there with good intentions. You tried your best. It did not work. 2, let go. Let go. Let go of these people. Let go of the anger. Let go of the rage. Move on. 3, block. Oh, I'm sorry, trigger. All right. The third one is the trigger. When I got out of that relationship, it took me forever. I had really bad things with church. I had things with bands and loud sounds. Those things were triggers for me. Like I would just go back. Like when you get triggered, it's not, certain things are going to make you think back when you're with that person. Like if you're with somebody and the person that used to abuse you used to be like this, that sound is going to make you think in your subconscious that something bad is going to happen. Because every time they did this, they get angry, they get into your face, things snap. So whenever you hear tapping or sounds similar to that, you may get very scared and have panic attacks or anxiety attacks, which means your body's just overwhelmed, it's exhausted, doesn't know what's going on, and it's scared. Because you feel threatened because you hear that sound, and that sound is now tied to this. You have to work through your triggers. Understand there's some things y'all can heal from. There's some triggers y'all can deal with, and there's some triggers that stick with you, okay? I have some that stick with me, but I've learned how to handle it a lot better. Instead of it handling me, I handle them, okay? The fourth one, though, the fourth one's going to be the fun part. You block. Block them. Block everybody. No contact, no communication, no photos, no pictures, none, okay? You listen, you had your time to be in my life. Now you messed it up. No talking. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be near you. Bye. Bye. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for some shenanigans, especially something like that, okay? You're going to feel bad. You're going to feel bad first when you start blocking people. And then you're just not going to care. You're going to enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself and have fun. Blocking people is therapeutic. I said what I said. I meant it. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but blocking ignorant, negative, nasty, abusive, toxic people is good for your health. It's good for your mind. It's good for your heart. It's good for your body. It's good for your soul. Don't be letting these people wreck your life, because I'm telling you, people come in there and they block your blessing. These fake ass people be blocking your blessings. They smile to your face. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. They're not happy for you. They're going on their knees. Jesus, please. I don't want this person. This person did me so wrong. And I'm telling you, they praying for you. Girl, they praying for your downfall. And then when bad things happen, oh no, they're super happy. They don't like the fact that you out here living your best life, and they can't do that because they refuse to change. Don't do it. Don't let them come back in your life. Block them. The fifth step of healing, okay? The fifth step of healing is learning yourself again. Because you're so used to being that person that was abused that you're not that person that you used to be. Okay, like I said, when you're in these toxic situations, bro, it takes a piece of you. It crumbles you. It shakes you to your core and it destroys you. So you have to now put the pieces back up together. You have to start learning to love yourself. You need to start learning to enjoy your company. You need to start embracing who you are and what you are and whatever that is. Go for the things that you like. And it's going to take some time, but you're going to do it. The sixth step is being around people that make you happy, that celebrates you, that really wants you to be happy in this world, because you're going to have these blessings. The encouragement, enduring fruits of your labor, this great wealth and inheritance, that means you're making money. That means things are really working your way for July, August, and September. But you got to get rid of this. Untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft, things that are shady, things that are two-faced, discord, dishonor, and disrespect. If you're not going to respect me, if you're not going to be honest, you're not going to be loyal and true, you're just a bad person, don't come near me. Don't come near me. You are not, listen, you're not sitting at the table. Now, you can sit on that table, but you're not sitting on mine. I want y'all to have that mentality. I want you to have the energy I'm giving you out, okay? The energy I'm giving out right now, this sassy, to the point, I don't give a flip energy. I want y'all to have that mentality, because ain't nobody, listen, just because they want to be around you doesn't mean that they deserve you, okay? You are top tier. You're high class, champagne, daiquiri, all that good stuff. And not everybody has the money or the attention or the time to have that. Just because you want it doesn't mean that you get it, you know? So, their daily sass for today. If you needed somebody to be sassy and say the truth, look no further. You found them. Hi. Okay, so October, November, and December is about victimization and giving up. Like I said before, you're learning to forgive yourself. You're learning to heal, okay? I'm not even going to go into that, because I know that it's something to do with your past. I know that's something to do with the situation that you're getting yourself out of, that's coming in this month, and next month is going to be it's going to be on volumes. If you're just wondering, these people, I don't know if it's just me, maybe I'm thinking it in my head. No. You're not, it's not in your mind. You're not making it up. If they're not treating you right, they are not worth your time. You are too beautiful and amazing, Pisces, to be dealing with people's BS. All right, I try not to curse as much, but I curse a lot. I curse a lot, okay? And I know this is a bad thing to admit to, but like, y'all are gonna hear it, okay? I don't curse half as much as I do when I'm doing these videos. But Pisces, fuck these hoes, bro. Fuck these hoes. I'm sorry. But like, if you're not going to treat me right, if you're not going to respect me, if you're not going to be good, you're just going to be drama, problems, negativity all the time. You're not worth my time. I'm not going to kill myself because of somebody's stupidity. And I'm not going to treat myself less because I know that I'm not. Like, I know that you guys are amazing and beautiful and strong. So when you're doing victimization and giving up, give up on the bad. Like I said with healing, forgive yourself. Let go of the past. Work on handling your triggers. Block unnecessary people. Even if it's family, friends, or whoever, block them. You are going to love yourself again, and you're going to be with people that love you. You got this. You got this. Okay? Okay. Now, new ideas is going to be something that you guys are going to struggle with. Let's see where this is coming from. We have a watermelon. I pray to the heavens I don't have to do two of these. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Yes, let's go. Y'all think I'm being cute and silly, but like, let's go. This is good. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, because new ideas is going to be a hard thing, this is because you're working on rebelling and fighting for a cause. You're fighting for what you believe in, and you're standing up for what you think is right. Again, this is your theme. This is your theme. Oh, sorry. I'm allergic to wasps. And I thought a wasp was in my room. And I was like, oh my God. We don't have EpiPens, guys. We don't have EpiPens. So like if I get stung, it's over. I had a good life. Anyways, I'm being serious, but like, bro, fighting for what you believe in, standing up for what you want, I'm happy. Because you're gonna be like, yo, if it's not for me, it's not for me. Like you're gonna have your voice. You didn't have your voice for a few years, but you're gonna have your voice now. Pisces is gonna be heard. What's gonna help you is new insight and realization. This means seeing things for what they are. Okay, seeing things for what they are and what they can be, what they can become. For example, yes, my protection bowl, okay? This can be a bowl, this can be a cup, this can be a protection bowl, this can be a decoration. This is insight, okay? So I see it as a bowl. I'm looking at it and that's what it is, okay? Ironically, it's my first bowl when I moved out. I didn't have any like silverware and things. So my mom went to Uganda and she got me this bowl. And this is like my favorite thing of all time because it's the first bowl I ever had. Like living on my own, bro. It was just this and me, you know? Like the struggle was real. So, but yeah, anyways, I see what it can be and I see what it is. Okay, insight realization. And your outcome, honey, is romance and new friendships. Let's go. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy. Like, I know y'all had some, like, rough beginnings, but, like, things are starting to turn out. Okay? You're going to be fine, baby. You're going to be fine. Honey, darling, angel pie, you are going to be fine. Oh, my jeez. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is not the one. This is the one. Okay, now, powerlessness is what's going to help you with the new ideas. So you're going to have to be honest and open with yourself, okay? When it comes to powerlessness, you're going to have to be open and honest with yourself. Because if you're lying to yourself, you can't help yourself. I used to lie to myself all the time. My pain is not that big of a deal. There's other people that are suffering more. You're just making a big deal out of nothing. So what, they lied to you. So what, they're hitting you. So what, this happened to you. You're fine. It's okay. You deserve it. You're not a good person. You got to love yourself and you got to be open and honest. You have to have a talk with yourself and be like, look, I hate my past self because I feel like I had to split myself to be strong, and this person is just dragging me down. And you have to forgive your past version of yourself. And your past version of yourself has to understand that you became this strong badass because you weren't strong at the time that this was happening. And you kind of feel like you've been carrying the old you around, and it's a lot of stress. And y'all are going to have to, this is a conversation you're going to have with yourself. Okay, it's a conversation you as a person is going to have with yourself. And you're going to have to talk to yourself in a nice, kind way and cry and scream and let it all out, because there's a lot of shit going on, bro. So you don't work that thing out, it's going to be bad. That's why you need to be powerless. You need to be vulnerable. You need to be open. So that way new ideas can come to you, because you're getting ideas to stand up for yourself. You're going after things that you want, and you're going after things that you stand by. Like, I want this, I deserve this, and I'm coming for it. I'm not going to tolerate this. I will not have that. This is not for me. You see people, you see situations, and you see things for what they are. If it has a lot of red flags, baby, get out. Don't go. Do not collect the 500. It's not for you. If they have more green, like, listen, nobody's perfect, okay? Nobody is perfect. I am not perfect. You are not perfect. The world is not perfect. We are beautifully imperfect. We have a lot of flaws, but our flaws make us unique, which makes us individuals, okay? And makes us us. So when you're having romance, when you're meeting new people and doing new stuff and having new connections, you're going to have to understand, is this person's badness, is this, like, is their flaws, right? Is their flaws enough for you to break up with them? If you see them being nasty and mean to other people and they act nice to you, they're going to be nasty to you too, okay? This is just all an act. Just because they're mean to everybody else and they're nice to you when y'all started dating, believe me, baby, that is not, that's just a mask. Trust people when they show you their colors. Trust people when they say, I have anger management. Trust people when they say, I cheat, I lie a lot. Trust people.